Good morning, class. Okay, settle down, especially you in the back there, Star Shadow. No references to Hamilton anymore, unfortunately, so this is going to be, these going forward are probably going to be a little bit more boring, but I'll try to make it fun for you. Just want to point out, Star Shadow did point out to me yesterday how I may have to do 2 or maybe 3 videos for Abraham Lincoln, and I looked at his list, and his is quite extensive in the 4 years that he served. The reason I have to break these up into different parts is because the Filmora editing software, I had to get rid of it because it wasn't working right anymore. I wasn't able to upload onto YouTube when I transferred the software onto my external hard drive, and I don't have the money right now to purchase different software programs, so in order to edit the videos together. So we're just going to jump into this. John Quincy Adams was our 6th president. Here is a picture of him. Hopefully this time I can make this my thumbnail. That's why I keep holding it in front of the camera long enough so that it'll take a picture of that, so I can make it my thumbnail. That's why I do that. But unfortunately, every single video, it doesn't put the picture of the president as one of my thumbnails. So, and since I'm fairly a newbie to YouTube, I'm not quite sure how to make that a thumbnail. So it is what it is. If anybody can help me, comment below. If you are new to my channel, I am Professor Chloe. Actually, that's just I'm not really a teacher. I've never gone to school for being a teacher. It's just one of my subscribers, John, called me that in his comment on my George Washington video, I believe, and so that's why I picked that up. So thanks, John, for that. I'm just pretending I'm holding a class, but I'm just basically reviewing or researching information about each president and what happened during their term, and just passing that information on to you. So I'm kind of treating it like a class, but I'm not really a teacher, so don't be reporting me or anything. It's just something funny that I do. Okay, so John Quincy Adams, our 6th president, served from 1825 to 1829. His vice president was John Calhoun. So February 9th, 1825, can't talk today, John Quincy Adams was elected. Andrew Jackson had 99 votes. John Quincy Adams had 84 votes. William Crawford had 41, and Henry Clay had 87. No one received the constitutional majority, and so Henry Clay gave Adams his votes so that he became the president, and Henry Clay became the Secretary of State. Jefferson left the Senate seat really ticked off that he didn't win because he got the majority of the votes, but because Henry Clay gave John Quincy Adams his 87 votes, that made John Quincy Adams the president. So, March 4th, 1825, Adams was inaugurated. He is the son of John Adams, who was our 2nd president. Welcome to the Adams administration. Okay, sorry, I thought I said I no more Hamilton. Okay, sorry. John Adams was the reason for that. Anyway, July 7th, 1825, Captain Porter was court-martialed. He overstepped his powers by choosing to land 200 troops in Fajardo, Puerto Rico in November 1824. Again, I never took Spanish, so forgive me if I butchered that name. He demanded an apology from the port's captain for detaining 2 errant U.S. officers, and the court-martial failed to reach a decision. October 1st, 1825, Tennessee legislatures nominates Jefferson for the presidency in the 1828 election, because they were upset that Jefferson lost. So, let's see, was it Jefferson? Yeah. Okay, so October 26, 1825, the Erie Canal was completed. It was the first passage on a 363 2-mile-long canal from Lake Erie to New York City. Construction actually began in 1817, so it took almost 10 years to build that. May 1st, 1828, the military training manuals were completed. July 4th, 1826, Jefferson and Adams died on the same day, which is amazing. It didn't exactly say why, and I didn't go into further research about that, so if you want to know, let me know, and I will certainly look that up for you. Or you can do the research yourself, however you want to do it. November 1st, 1826, the resolution of war damages. Tsar Nicholas I mediates the resolution. Adams, John Quincy Adams, finalizes the settlement with Britain over restitution for damages from the War of 1812. And it was left unresolved by the Treaty of Ghent. So remember, I talked about that in one of the presidencies too. March 1st, 1827, the ports were closed to the British. So apparently we're still having problems with trading between the Brits and us. It was over tariffs, navigation, and duties. December 1st, 1827, the MFN, I don't think that means what you might think it means. It didn't go into details about what MFN stood for, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't mean like what they call chat talk or whatever, IM talk, whatever, the trade system. So it meant additional European states incorporated into the trade system. January 1st, 1828, proposed sale of U.S. bank stock. Nicholas Biddle was of the Bank of the U.S., implements the sale to curtail outward flow of specie, S-P-E-C-I-E. I'm not sure what that means. I didn't look that up either. I'm just writing down dates and key events, so forgive me for not having more detail. Like I said, if you want detail, comment below and I can certainly respond to you in the comments. Which a lot of you people are not commenting anymore, so I would really appreciate your comments. January 1st, 1828, the Mexican boundary settlement. Joel Poinsett accedes to Mexican boundary on behalf of the U.S. February 1st, 1828, Nicaraguan canal proposed. Antonio Jose, I'm going to butcher this name, so I'm just going to spell it for you, Caoaz, Guatemalan minister to the U.S., proposes the canal. May 11th, 1828, Tariff of Abominations. This one was quite lengthy, so I just gave a few key points. Proposed by John Calhoun of South Carolina, who is obviously the vice president, I believe. Yep, he was the vice president, but he was from South Carolina. The plan calls for incredibly high tariffs on raw materials and British woolens, and Calhoun expected it to fail. Now, I did read a little bit ahead, and forgive me if these facts are not exactly accurate because I didn't put them down, but I believe he did that in order for John Quincy Adams not to become president for a second term. November 1st, 1828, Jackson wins the presidential election. He's from Tennessee. He wins by 36% of the popular votes, 178 electoral votes to Adams' 83. And March 4th, 1829, Andrew Jackson is inaugurated. It's Andrew, right? Yeah. Andrew Jackson is inaugurated. So that's today's lesson. Not much really happened during John Quincy Adams' presidency. No states became states. Still had the trade war stuff going on with Britain. Some shady stuff happened in government during that time. One canal was finished and one canal was proposed to start. So I know, Star Shadow, you said that you are very fascinated with these facts. You could always do the research on your own, but I'm sure you prefer to hear it from me because sometimes I can make it quite interesting. Like, you know, the whole Lafayette thing and, you know, going back to Monticello. Stop laughing. Don't start laughing anymore. Okay, so because this was a much shorter video, I just want to interject something real quick here about our current state of the presidency between Trump and Biden. I've been reading a lot of stuff on the media, which I don't believe 100% because, you know, our media, they all say fake news and blah, blah, blah. We don't know what's the truth and what's not. But going by what I've been reading, when Trump found out before December 14th about him not winning the presidency, the way it sounded was that he went back into the White House and pouted for 2 weeks. Wasn't seen much in those 2 weeks. And Biden actually, I believe, has some really good points. He wants to have another stimulus bill before the end of the year with everybody getting $600 and then an extra stimulus bill after he is inaugurated with an additional $1,200 coming to everybody. Which I think is a really good thing. With the student loan program, I know I have student loans, and so that has been put on hiatus since, correct me if I'm wrong, April, May, or June, somewhere in there, where they suspended all payments because of COVID. And now it's been extended, at least for me, it's been extended till the end of January. And Biden wants to wipe out like old, I believe it's old student debts, which I think is also a good thing. I know a lot of people hate Trump, a lot of people like Trump, a lot of people like Biden, a lot of people hate Biden. Personally, I didn't vote for either one of them. You guys can hate on me if you want. I didn't even vote because if this is the best we can do, sorry. I didn't like either candidate, so I opted out of voting this year. If I would have voted, I probably would have voted for Biden. I'm not partial to one party or another, but just wanted to put that out there. So I'll talk more, obviously, about Trump and Biden when it gets time to when Biden takes office and this website puts up information about what happened during Trump's presidency, which won't be until like February sometime. So you'll have that to look forward to. And at that time, then I will reveal my source. But in the meantime, hope you guys are all staying safe. You guys have a great holiday, whatever holiday you celebrate. Come back tomorrow for tomorrow's lesson, which will be Andrew Jackson. And you guys have a sunny day today. Come back for tomorrow's lesson, and class is dismissed.